Hey everyone, Jack Scanlon here, and in today's video I want to talk about what's working right now on Facebook, especially with fourth quarter happening and lots of competition. Everybody's running ads. I'm sure you've seen in your news feed there's tons of ads running right now. I'm sure if you're running advertisements for products, you're seeing that the competition's a lot more steep right now. Maybe your conversion rate's down, maybe your click costs have gone up. Mine click costs have gone up quite a bit. I was paying around 70 or 80 cents a click before fourth quarter. Now I'm paying probably $1.50, $1.60. So they've gone up substantially. So I want to show you what's working, and I want to show you how to keep things consistent in your business. I see a lot of people talking about changing strategies and trying manual bidding and all these different things. And, those things work. In my experience, they're a little bit more gimmicky and not as consistent. So I want to show you what's consistent, what's consistently working for me in my business so that I don't constantly have to manage my ad spend, change my budgets, be sitting at my computer all day managing, manual bidding or cost cap strategies, things like that. So I like to keep things simple. I like to keep things consistent and easy. And so let me show you exactly what to do to keep things consistent in your business. Now, if you don't have any idea what I'm talking about and you don't know what manual bidding is, let me just show you really quick. When you're setting up an ad set, this is the screen you're going to see on Facebook. If you scroll down to the bottom here, you see all these options down here. I always choose conversion for optimization for ad delivery, conversion window, 7-day click. Now, bid strategy, this is what I was talking about here with what we call automatic bidding versus manual bidding. Okay, now basically this means automatic bidding, we're going to let Facebook do the bidding for us. Manual bidding, we're going to do the bidding ourselves and see if we can win more auctions to get our ads shown more often in the Facebook auction. Okay, so these are the options right here. Lowest cost, this is your auto bid right here. This is where you say, I'm going to give you a budget and I'm going to let Facebook bid for me to get me the most purchases for your budget, right? This is what they say right here. Get me the most purchases for your budget. Then underneath that, so again, that's auto bidding. Underneath that, they have some other options. Okay, this is where things start getting more complicated. So there's something called cost cap and bid cap. Now, cost cap is essentially controlling the average cost across an entire ad set. So you say, I don't want to pay more than this per purchase. And then bid cap is I don't want to bid more than this amount per purchase. So if we want to do cost cap and we wanted to say, our margin on our product is $20. So we want to tell Facebook we don't want to bid more than $20 per purchase. Okay? And then bid cap is we don't want to pay more than we don't want to bid more than $20 in the auction, right? So it's subtly different, but those are a little bit different right there. And this is where we get into manual bidding strategy. So this is kind of an auto bid hybrid strategy to incorporate cost cap and bid cap, okay? Don't worry too much about that right now. We're going to jump down here. This is target cost. This is fully manual bidding. This is where you're saying, I want to take control of the auction here, and I want to say, I want to bid, whatever it is, $25 per purchase. This is where you're trying to fully take control of the auction and you're not giving any of the control to Facebook. You're determining how much you want to pay per purchase here, okay? So this gets really complicated, okay? If you've ever tried this before and you've seen how this works, if you roll out a budget, or sorry, a cost like $25, and sometimes your ad will deliver ad spend and sometimes it just won't spend any money, okay? And then you have to come in here and you have to keep increasing your bid. So then we'd increase the bid to maybe $40, okay? See if we get some traffic with that. And then if that doesn't work or we're not getting good conversions, we come in and say maybe $60, right? So you're constantly having to tweak and manage your ad spend by doing this. And same thing with cost cap and bid cap. If you say cost cap and you tell Facebook $20, you want them to do auto bidding, cost cap, but you're not seeing very good results. You come in and maybe you raise your bid to $30, and again, maybe you raise your bid to $40, and the exact same thing happens with bid cap, okay? So these three options, when you're using bid cap, cost cap, or target cost down here, this is all manual bidding. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have been seeing people talk about the struggles they're having right now on Facebook ads and all this, and I've seen a lot of guys talking about incorporating bid cap and cost cap and doing manual bidding to sort of what people call in the market bully the auction. Okay, this means you bid super high for your product, right? Let's say your margin is $20. Maybe you bid $60 to $100 or $50 to $100, let's say, in the auction. So you're basically just bullying or forcing Facebook to give you top tier impressions in the auction by overbidding for your impressions. But again, you're constantly having to manage your ad spend, right? This requires a lot of management. Okay? In my opinion, this is too much work. Okay? I don't want to do that. I want Facebook to take care of it for me. So I like to stick with automatic bidding. And let me show you exactly how this works and how it's working right now in my business, what budgets I'm using, and how I'm getting consistent results around 30 to 50% ROI in my business. And just to show you that I'm not, making up these numbers and stuff, I'll just jump over to my profit sheet really quickly for this month. Now, if you're running ads right now, you know this month has been pretty crazy. Facebook went down for a couple of days. It totally killed everybody's momentum. It's been a tough month, to be honest. But you can see yesterday we did 49%, $841. The day before that, 22%, $563. 39% on Sunday, $769. So we're still making great money, even with the inconsistency in Facebook right now. And I want to show you exactly how I'm doing that, right? So I don't do any of this stuff. Okay, we're going to take this out. Okay, and we're just going to use lowest cost. All right, and this was set on here. I'm just going to leave it as it was. Lowest cost, we're just going to let Facebook use our budget up top here, and we're going to let them spend that budget. Now, what's working best for me right now this month is $5 to $8 budgets. Okay, I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds like it's a little bit too low, but what happens here is you force Facebook, you constrain Facebook down. Okay, you're constraining them, constraining the auction. Okay, so we are optimizing for purchase. Okay, giving a low budget. So what Facebook does is they say, okay, then that means we need to try to go find purchasers for this tiny budget that he has. So we're going to show this to the best possible people, right? So it's going to show it to high quality impressions to try to maximize your $5 to $8 budget in the auction and optimize it for purchases for you. Okay, so $5 to $8 budgets. Okay, and this is going to get you super high ROI. So $5 budgets, lowest cost. Okay, auto bidding. Okay, now let me show you what happens here. Okay, I'm going to discard that test ad right there. Okay, you can see right down here over the last 4 days, 24th to the 27th, my ROAS, my return on ad spend, is 3 on average. Okay, so I've spent $3,000 and made $9,000. Okay, so that's really, really good. Anything over 2 is solid ROAS, return on ad spend. That's why my ROI has been consistent and we've been making good money. Okay, if we sort this column by return on ad spend, let's refresh this here. Okay, sort this by return on ad spend, and it just went up a little bit, 305. Okay, so look at this ROAS, 83.92, 72.06, 61, 40, 39, 37, and if I just keep scrolling down here, look how many of these are over 2 ROAS, right? We got a lot of ad sets over 2 ROAS in this column over here. Okay, so that means we have super high ROI on these ad sets, right? So here's what I do when I see this happening. Okay, I'm running a product, I'm testing audiences, I'm running these $5 to $8 budgets. You can see right here, this one's $6, $5, $6, $8, $5, $6. We spent $1 here, made 83 bucks, spent 79 cents, made $56, 92 cents, made $56. So we're getting a huge return on our budgets here, okay? And then what I do is, as I see, let's say this ad set is performing really well, and I want to maximize this product right here, and I want to get more money out of it for tomorrow. So when I duplicate ads the following day, so I duplicate ads to go live at 1 a.m. ad account time the following day. Okay, so, and I usually do this around, or I have my VA do this around 8 or 9 o'clock p.m. Okay, so at 8 or 9 p.m., they're going to go into my ad account. They're going to look and see which ads were profitable, okay, over a 2 return on ad spend, and then they're going to duplicate those. Now, what a lot of people do is, and let me pull up a Paint document for this because this will help explain things really, really well for you. What a lot of people do is they come in here and they say, sorry about my drawing skills. Okay, let's say that this is, let's reverse that. Let's use this here. Okay, let's say that this is your audience right here, your audience pool that you're running into for this product right here. This is the audience pool, okay? And I'll show you how big the audience is and all that stuff. Okay, so this is an audience of 3.2 million people. So fairly large audience, $6 budget, 3.2 million people. Let's say that that audience is this pool of people right here. Okay, now let's say that I want to duplicate this ad because I want to scale up and I want to increase my budget. So we're going to go over here and I'm going to click duplicate. And let's say that I want to duplicate it 2 times for the following day to get some more ad spend on this product because I see we've got an almost 84 ROAS over here. We're going to click duplicate, and let's say I do 2 times, okay? And I'm going to turn off stories, I'm going to turn off marketplace. I'm just running Facebook newsfeed and Instagram, Facebook mobile and desktop newsfeed and Instagram newsfeed. Okay, so we're going to duplicate this 2 times. Now, what most people do here is when they duplicate this ad set, they're going to come over and they're going to create 2 new audience pools, just like this. Okay, these are the 2 new audience pools. Okay, and what they're going to do is, so this is going to be 1, they're going to change up the targeting, and they're going to make this one 2, and they're going to change up the targeting, and they're going to make this one 3. Okay, they're kind of trying to sift through the algorithm and change things up. So what I mean by that is this, okay? Here's one of the duplicated ad sets. We would come down and we would change up the targeting. This one says, this one's targeting Bee Gees and the Beatles, okay? So we would come over here to suggestions and maybe we'd add in this targeting here, 1970s music. Okay, Facebook's a little slow right now, apologize about that. But we went from, I think, what was it, 3.2 million to 4 million right here. Okay, so we made audience number 2, remember? This is audience number 2 now. Okay, and then on this ad, maybe we'd come over and we would say, you know, whatever, John Lennon. Okay, suggestions, we're going to grab one of these top interests right here. We're going to say John Lennon. Okay, and this is going to increase our budget, or excuse me, our audience size. Let's see where it goes out here, 3.8. So it increased it about 600,000 people, okay? So now we have 2 brand new audiences off of the original audience. This is what most people do right here, okay? They vary up the audiences. They're trying to sort and sift through Facebook and kind of use it like a, you know, sand sifter to find the golden nuggets, right? If you want to think about it that way, right? So they're, okay, this audience worked. Let's tweak it a little bit and let's use common interests that are the same here and add something else or increase the audience size, and then we'll do that again on this audience. This doesn't work, okay? The reason this doesn't work is you're being too random, you're not being consistent. You're not giving Facebook enough time to optimize into what's actually working. Okay, so what you want to do instead is you want to duplicate into the same audience pools, the same, say, same profitable audience pools. Okay, so let's start this over. Let's just say, I'm going to save that. Okay, so here's that same ad. Okay, now we're going to duplicate two ads. Okay, but instead of making 1, 2, 3, we're going to go 1. Not sure why that changed. 1, 1, and 1. Okay, they're going to be the exact same audience. We're just going to change the budget. That's why I said earlier, $5 to $8 budgets. We're going to change the budget. So we're going to dupe into the same profitable audience pools and only change the budget. Okay, we're only going to change the budget. So this one will be the original ad set, which was, I think, $6. Let's see, $6, yep. And so let me get these back to where they were. We're going to delete the Beatles. Oh, no, sorry. We added 1970s music. And we added John Lennon on this one. All right, so we're going to get these back to exactly what they were before. Okay, 3.2 million, 3.2 million. Now, the only thing we're going to do is come up here and change the budget. So the original budget was $6. Maybe we'll make this one 7, and maybe we'll make this bottom one here sorry, Facebook's very slow today. We'll make this one 8. Okay, so now we have a $6, $7, and $8 budget, and we would go ahead and publish these live. Now, what did we do there? Again, we have a $6 budget. Now we have a $7 budget and an $8 budget. Same exact audience. We did not change the targeting. We didn't vary anything up. All we did was spend more money into what is already working. Okay, this is how you stay consistent with Facebook with these low budgets and with all these changes that are going on and everything. This is the same thing that I've been doing for years. Okay, this hasn't changed. I'm not doing all these manual bidding crazy strategies. This works. Okay, there's going to be inconsistencies on the platform, but the way that you stay consistent is by keeping your strategy consistent. Okay, I was doing $10 budgets this summer when things got a little tougher here in fourth quarter and I wanted to constrain Facebook down a little bit more. Remember, constrain the auction. I lowered the budgets to $5 to $8 to give them even less to work with because I wanted my ROI to go up because my click costs were also increasing. Okay, so I'm down to $5 to $8 budgets now, and all I do is I come in and I duplicate ads into the same profitable audience pools and only change the budget. Now, every couple of days, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, depending on how my ROI is looking. Like if I see my ROI trending downward, if ROI starts trending down, I add in some new interests, right? That's when I would change up the interests and make audience 1, 2, 3, okay? If I see that things are trending downward. But if it's staying stable and staying consistent around 30 to 40%, 20, 30, 40%. If you're making good profit, I just let it run and I duplicate into those profitable audience pools and just let it go, okay? So that's how you do this. This is how you stay consistent with Facebook. You don't need to have all these crazy fancy, strategies and things like this to try to game the system. Just stay consistent, and I'm launching quite a few ads. We've got 421 ads live right now, but I have automated rules that are working in the back end. If you go up here into the tab over here, there's automated rules that you can set up, automated rules right here. Okay, so that these ads are pausing and, you know, taking care of themselves. I don't have to manage this, right? I'm pushing lots of different ad sets. I'm trying to, continue to increase my ad spend, and I'm just duping into the same profitable audiences and creating a 3 ROAS on a consistent basis by doing this method. Okay, so this is what's working for me right now. I recommend you try this in your business. It works very, very well. And this allows you, again, to stay consistent, keep your ROI high, and not constantly be changing strategy or managing your ad sets or doing manual bidding or any of these other crazy things that are out in the market right now. This is how you're going to stay consistent. This is how you're going to win. You've got about, couple weeks left to run traffic before the cutoff times for Christmas. So use this strategy, hit it hard in your business, and I hope that this helps you guys. Thanks a lot.